Yayo, 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 ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, yayo, set sail for Fun
I ate
Piece.
it. Oh, I just burped.
Hey, Matt. Matt, can I have $86?
$86?
It's Valentine's Day. Can I have $86? Can I have $86 specifically for his duo set of Zoro and Sanji figures that interlock at the base?
Are there dicks out?
When you say interlock at the base, are their butts touching?
No, I mean like what they're standing on.
Oh, does that include? I think the only interlocking One Piece figures that I would help fund would be that entire set where they're all holding their arms in the air with the X's on their arms.
Oh, that's the Annabelle. That's very expensive.
I saw a Going Merry figure on
Mary
Amazon, I think, that popped up, and it had all like little figurines of the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
And they all looked like they were drawn in the background.
Oh!
Everybody was a little melty.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, wait. Wait.
Shut up.
Sorry.
I thought of a new segment, mostly because it's something that I know I can deliver on every week.
Can we at least welcome them to the
Okay,
podcast before we
explain
give a
what
new
the podcast
segment?
is, I guess. They know what they're
It's a One Piece
they
podcast.
hit play.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fun Piece
Gotta do the
Podcast.
whole thing.
My name's Matt.
My name is Mike.
And this is a virtual tour of the One Piece universe. The historian is also here. She knows everything about One Piece way more than us because we're watching it for the first time.
Yep.
We're not reading it. We're watching it.
We're feeling it.
What's the segment you want to introduce now?
Did you not watch books?
You're gonna have to.
Sorry. You go.
You guys are gonna have to think of a name for this segment. I'm gonna put it in Poop Deck General in the
Hell yeah.
Discord right now. But this segment is just gonna be. I look at One Piece figures online a lot. Specifically, there's a lot of bootleg bad ones. This is one I found earlier today. It is a figure of Mihawk, but I need you guys to look at his face.
Oh, God.
Hey, everybody. We are going to, in this episode, and I'm going back and putting in previous episodes, we're putting a link to join our Discord that we have officially set up where all the fun stuff is happening.
Why does he look like...
Look at the abs specifically.
His abs are drawn on.
We are oh, no.
This is on our Discord. We'll link to it.
We're in the
and
Poop
stuff.
Deck chat.
The poop deck.
What is happening?
God.
No, folks. We're
This is
looking at
incredible.
a figure of Hawkeye Mihawk.
Okay, Mihawk.
Hawkeye Mihawk. Why did his abs go up to his collarbone?
He looks like...
Yeah, he doesn't have pecs. It's just abs
just
from
abs.
collarbone to
Abs all the way up.
He looks like a racist caricature of Michael Jackson.
just feel.
Yo, nice. 6.6 inches, though. Good job, Mihawk.
Nice. Good for you, Mihawk. All right. Anyway, yeah, the link to the Discord will be in episodes moving forward, and I'm going to try to retcon it and all the other ones. That's where all the fun's happening for the Fun Piece.
Fun. And I'm going to get it so there's like a welcome bot and stuff. I just don't know how things work.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But hey,
Yeah,
just
it's all
join in, introduce yourself, say hello. We've got some exciting emails as well, some transponder snail messages later.
Oh my God, yeah.
Later. We're not going to do
Later.
it. But one of you wonderful people sent us like the coolest thing ever. And I'm so excited to talk about it. And also, I'm going to message you back because I want to get your permission to post that in the Discord so other people can play along at home.
And I know we still have to talk to somebody about the theme at some point. We had to figure that out.
Lloyd, friend of the show, Lloyd Sheffield.
No, we're throwing him to the wayside. We're getting a new...
The voice of the
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Anyway, hello everyone.
Stuff's going to happen. 2023, the year of Fun Piece.
I didn't do the number, but Buggy Watch. It's been a lot of episodes since the last time.
Buggy Watch! Oh, God, there's so much peanut butter in my throat.
Buggy Watch. There's been a lot of episodes.
Is
A
that
lot
your
of it. I don't know what it is. Now I'm sounding kind of like a... I don't know what this is. I'm sounding like a Muppet. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. We're feeling much happier than last week, I guess. Last week was the downer episode.
Yeah, I didn't
This
let
week-
myself be too depressed today.
Yeah, me too. We're feeling it better today. Anyway, it's been a lot of days since the last Buggy episode. I'll try to do the numbers. but it's been a bit, and we miss him. I think it's been like 84,
Miss you, Buggy.
84 episodes or something like that.
Probably.
Maybe.
Somewhere between like 5 and 100.
Yeah. Anyway,
Easy.
this week's episode of the podcast, we watched the Rainbow Mist Arc, also known as the Luluka Island Arc,
Oh.
which is...
Is that what that was? Oh, right. They did say that a lot.
They said it once or twice.
I can't fucking get... Does Funimation not have subtitles? I can't get subtitles to turn on for this fucking show.
No, it does not for the English version.
I got all them
There's no-
subtitles.
there
Shut
is
up.
no
The
closed
Netflix version is
captioning.
fucked up. What?
Also,
Yeah, because they do subtitles for the Japanese to English, but Funimation does not, as far as I know. Although every now and then, randomly, you would get an episode with closed captioning on Funimation.
I just have to say, our cat Pippa is in it right now next
She
to
is.
the
Yeah, she
historian.
looks like she's baked.
I know.
She's finally started to figure out that she can sit next to me and not on top of me, and we're both happier for it.
I really want to take a picture of her, but I don't want to get a picture of the historian because historian would not like that.
Just put that Mihawk figure's face over mine.
If you
All right, I'll post it in the Discord eventually.
Yeah.
there's an issue whenever you take a picture of the historian. You know the ring when they take a picture and like their face is just all swirling and distorted. That's what happens every time.
That is actually what happened. Do you know how hard it was for our wedding photographer to work around that?
Had a special filter and everything.
To hire a specialist cryptid photographer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The historian's always blurry. It's weird.
The trick is the photographer's hands are always shaking
To counteract.
to counteract the effect.
Um,
Anyway, this week was Luluka Island / Rainbow Mist Arc episodes 139 through 143.
yeah, baby.
Can I just say also? I know I was all in a scaredness about One Piece episodes leaving Netflix,
Yeah.
but it wasn't all of One Piece. It was just like it was literally all of the episodes up to Alabasta ending
What?
are now gone. And I think they just added more episodes. So I'm like, sweet. I
I'm-
keep
God,
on rolling.
Matt,
I'm keeping you guys ahead of the curve.
yeah.
You
I beat it. We just beat it.
You're missing the credit stingers.
But we just beat it.
You're missing the credit stingers, and also the Netflix version is zoomed in and fucked up. You're
Hey.
like missing
Hey,
art.
but like,
I bet they
Some
I
people-
bet they cropped out fucked up looking Chopper.
hey, people say the same thing about not reading the manga. We're missing things in the manga. I'm missing things watched on Netflix. I'm a One Piece virgin, and I'm a filthy casual, and I'm doing my best. Okay? Okay?
Matt is like the way Matt is watching One Piece is the equivalent of not knowing where the clit is. Remember explicit tag.
The explicit tag is
But
on
it's just
there.
a part of the body, Matt.
It is just a part of the body.
Wait, is it better if I say clitoris?
Bagusi. No,
Yeah, we're gonna see our numbers drop.
numbers are going to drop or they're going to skyrocket. I mean, last week. Okay, so last week was the week where we just kept telling everyone to send us emails, letting us know if they, gave themselves a good time.
The emails to see if they did.
No one did. Thank goodness. Thank you
Cowards.
all.
Cowards.
But numbers plateaued. They stayed the same, so that's fine.
Okay. It's all
Didn't
good.
hurt us. Didn't help.
Tell your friends
Anyway, should we jump into this?
to email you whenever they watch One Piece.
Watch one.
It's fine. Episode 139. Oh, hey, it's
39.
like the book.
Oh,
Yeah.
One-
Background MVP is exposition chef. I really like that all these filler arcs have somebody who's just going to be like, oh yeah, on this island 100 years ago there was a legion of
something.
nomads who all shit pearls, and then a pirate showed up and said, you guys have to shit on my ship or else you will kill you. And then Luffy's like, that's injustice, and he's gonna punch him.
This is technically filler, correct?
Really bad.
This is a filler arc. I enjoyed it.
That's
I thought it was quality content.
It is a filler arc, right?
This is a filler arc. This is an official filler arc,
Filler arc.
and you know what that means.
It's gonna start with the Straw Hats being chased by Marines.
Yes, as always. It literally it's like the last arc started exactly the same as this one, and I'm fine with it.
And Zoro does nothing.
Yes, Zoro just
Zoro sleeps on the ship and does nothing else.
Yes. Straw Hats are getting attacked by the Marines, cannon fire, and then we see on the Marine ship a Marine named Major the subtitle had Pasqua. It's Pasqua, but they were just saying Major Pask. So
Pask. Okay,
Yeah.
I heard pass.
Major Pask, and he was like a wrinkly, blonde-haired, big-lipped guy with glasses.
Yeah, dude, he had like Johnny Bravo vibes, and I was into it. Did you write
I
that?
wrote deflated Johnny Bravo because he was all wrinkly.
Yeah.
I also
It's
said
a good look.
I feel like he might be a Street Fighter character. Because he had his like pants with like the black tank top.
He did have, kind of had the vibe of a Street Fighter character. Like,
You're more of a Street Fighter.
there's a character
Connoisseur.
named Cody,
Yeah.
and he's blonde and just wears like a white t-shirt and jeans and just walks to the right and punches people. His girlfriend got kidnapped in Final Fight.
Oh no.
So him, a ninja named Guy who wears Converse sneakers, and his girlfriend's father, aka mayor of the city, Mike Hagar, all went to beat the shit out of the Mad Gear Gang.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Hell yeah.
great.
Hell
Mike
yeah.
Google Mike Hagar. If you want to have a good time, Google Mike Hagar.
Hey, if you all want to hear a bonus episode about Street Fighter lore, let us know
Yeah, I'll do a whole fucking
in
filler.
an email. Send us a message on all our socials at funpiecepodcast, or let us know on Discord because Mike will go in on it.
I'll tell you guys all about the
And I'll-
Satsui no Hado.
I won't know what's going on, but I'll get hyped up about it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I just want to say I'm just happy Ryu's doing well in Street Fighter 6. He's
Yeah.
got it all figured out. He doesn't want to kill anybody anymore. He's just like at peace. You can tell because his nipples are out. The
Those-
characters with their nipples out are at.
they're at peace.
They're at peace.
Is that like a? Do you think that's a thing for like all animated or like video game characters that if your nipples are out, you are at peace? This is
Actually, I guess that's not true. Urian's nipples are like always out.
damn it.
Dude, Street Fighter 3 came out and they're like, oh, look at this new character we have. And it's just like, what if a dude but totally naked except for a male thong? And then he just headbutts people.
Yeah.
Fucking great. Street Fighter, you guys. Go play it. Buy Street Fighter 6. This is sponsored by Capcom.
No, it's not. But hey, Capcom, if you would like to sponsor us,
Yeah.
Capcom, do you want to sponsor this One Piece podcast? This is a One Piece podcast.
Capcom, make a fucking One Piece fighting game. Holy shit.
please.
Holy shit.
Hey,
How is there not?
Hey, did you know what Major Pask's special technique is?
Finger bomb.
Finger bomb, finger blast, finger bomb.
Do you know what my special technique is?
What?
It's also the finger bomb.
The finger bomb?
Yeah.
It's just like a really aggressive
Flick.
flick, or is it a snap? Or is it both?
He like flicks.
I think it's both.
Maybe both.
But he aims his finger flick at the Straw Hats, but then he misses.
Sneezes.
He sneezes, he misses the Mary, and he hits another Marine ship, just blowing the fuck up that Marine ship.
Just destroys it. Do
And
you
then-
think he? No, I know he didn't eat the flick for.
He did, and we know more about
there,
Major
like-
Pask by the end of the
I
arc.
guess there are just people who are just like total badasses.
Yeah, Sanji.
Yeah,
They're
Sanji's
always-
just inexplicably skilled, except for this arc.
Yeah,
Sanji's like neutered.
he doesn't
Hard.
do well with electricity.
He doesn't understand.
Modern.
Sanji
tech-
needs to watch Karate Kid because he didn't realize at any point he could have swept the leg.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, so the Straw Hats get away and they like come to a harbor like port town.
Yeah. Luluka Island.
Luluka Island. There's a big, long, hard tower.
Yep.
It's not. You wouldn't describe a tower as long. It's tall,
It becomes long.
and it's got like a little like. It does become long when it falls. Yeah, and it's got like a little cap on top, and it's being constructed.
Yeah. And Luffy's all excited about food, because always.
Yep. Food is to Luffy what women are to Sanji.
Exactly. They make it onto the island, and then they're greeted by a guy with a gun who says all visitors to Luluka Island got to pay tax to the dock guy. And they all just are like, whatever. And Luffy just was like, food, and runs over the guy and Sanji, and then they all just walk around.
Yeah. They eventually, was it Usopp and Robin bump into a scientist with a big backpack?
Genius, I repeat, genius scientist in regards to the Rainbow
Henzo.
Mist. Henzo.
Not Genzo.
Henzo. Professor Henzo.
Professor Henzo.
And I need to take a tangent now about Professor Henzo.
Okay.
There's a guy a friend of mine, who volunteers at my work. Henzo looks exactly like him.
Really?
We call his name's Bob. Some folks refer to him as Builder Bob.
Is Bob the salt guy?
Yes, Bob is the salt guy. Bob is like my man. I love Bob. Bob is the coolest guy. He was I don't need to say about his life story. All you need to know is he grows raspberries and also makes his own sea salt from scratch.
Does he give raspberries?
Yeah, I've been gifted raspberries from Bob.
No.
Oh, you mean like gives? But I have multiple.
Yeah.
I have multiple jars of his homemade sea salt that he makes here in the house.
Wow.
I could go get. Can I go get you some? Because it's so
I'll hold your
fucking good.
microphone.
Yeah,
What happens if I-
eat a flake of that.
I'll vamp.
Go. I gotta get this. It's so good. It's so fucking good, Mike.
There's a lot of good background moment. There's a lot of moments in this where like I don't know why they have. Okay, the salts. Wait, have I had this before?
Maybe take a pinch. It's like a little sour, but it's like so fucking good. It's really good for like barbecue and like rubs and stuff.
Whoa.
That's pure
It's
salt
so
Bob.
thick.
That's pure salt Bob
I'll just eat this.
crystal salt.
I mean like a
Don't-
salt lick.
Yeah, but he makes that and he grows his own raspberries. And he's just a wonderful man. He's the, but he
This podcast is sponsored by Bob.
Yeah, Builder Bob, Salt Bob, Salt Bob Salt Works. You can get some salt from him maybe. It's so fucking good, right?
It's really good.
But anyway, Bob looks just like Henzo, and it brought me great joy.
We're approximately 1 minute in the first episode.
We are.
No, but that is great. Love Bob. Everybody, write in about your thoughts on Bob.
Yeah. Pippa's.
What is
purring.
happening? They eat food. There's a tax collection squad. There's a liquor drinking tax. There's an eating to. Oh, I can't hear. I didn't know that was
You
happening.
can't, sorry, Pippa was purring.
Oh, good job, Pippa.
Tax collection squad. Flip Wetton, son of the mayor.
Is that what his name? Flip?
No, his name's Philip, but in the subtitles it was spelled Flip.
Flip. Oh my God, Flip.
Flip Wetton.
Flip Wetton.
I like that everyone dicks on the son of the mayor. Like they're cool with the grandson, but like the son of the mayor, they're like, "Fuck this guy."
The
He's such a dick."
grandson's pretty cool. I like the grandson. He's like an idiot.
Lake.
Link.
Link?
Isn't it Link?
I thought his name was Lake.
I'm pretty sure it's a Link.
I wrote it was Lake.
Did
on
you
the
not
written
hear-
subtitles?
It is marked as lake.
Lake?
Lake.
Lake.
Like
is
the
a
body
fucking-
of water.
That's the fucking
Like
problem
the body
with
of water. Yeah.
not having subtitles. I can't fucking understand what I mean. I'm like a Gen Zer.
Yep. Anyway,
Mayor grandson, I wrote the wrong name. Robot suit, diving suit. Are we there yet? Oh, we
No.
find out Henzo's research is funded by the taxes, so everybody hates him.
yes. And then Luffy's eating a bunch of spaghetti
Spaghetti.
in front of Philip.
With fucking peas in it
Yeah.
and carrots. Who the shit?
It was like a weird, like almost like a weird fried rice, like spaghetti.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It was probably just like, I don't know what it was,
I
but
don't know, it's-
it was definitely spaghetti.
Yeah.
So anyway, they leave that, and Usopp had to pay Luffy's taxes for his food.
Yep. And for all the food in general.
Yes, he did, which is very funny.
Do we cut over to Sanji, Nami, and Chopper after that?
No.
No. Where the
Then it goes to the grandson of the mayor, and he's wearing a fucking mech suit. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Oh, I guess we.
Yeah, because he like jumps
Yeah.
to them because they didn't pay their port tax.
Yes.
Fucking Christ, man. Did you even watch this?
No, I didn't.
Shit. We haven't watched a single episode. We've just been reading the Wikipedia articles.
That would be very funny, but
be
also
so
a bad
impressive.
podcast. Anyway, he's got a dynamo squad on a bike powering a generator that powers his electroshock suit he's wearing.
Nami through this arc is just ruthless.
Oh
This
my
entire
God.
time, Sanji's getting his ass kicked electrocuting, and she's like, "Be careful, Sanji." And he's like, "Don't worry, I will." Nami, you're worried about me, and she's like, "No, I'm worried about the bags," because he's holding a bunch of like bags of stuff she bought, and it just like goes to like internal monologue for Chopper, and he's just like, "She's the devil." Chopper's just like, just been concerned. Chopper's low key been like, Nami scares the shit out of me because
Yeah.
she's got no soul.
Yeah, she does not have much of a soul this whole arc.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're dealing with Electroshock Lake when all of a sudden they see the giant ship arriving in the harbor. I tried to write the name of it down.
I couldn't.
It was like the Tally Allison.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did I write it down anywhere?
It was a weird name. Tally Allison. I'll go with that. Henzo sees it and he freaks out and he takes off a little mini car boat and then drives into the water. And the whole time Luffy's like, "That's a really cool car."
I like that. He's like, I need one of those. And Usopp goes like, I fucking knew you were going to say that.
Sanji keeps trying to kick Lake, but electricity hurts him.
It's just like there's giant fucking cables going to a dude in the background pumping on a bike.
Yeah.
And like
Nobody's like, "Oh, maybe we should unplug that," which someone does later. It's very wonderful. I also really like, this is going back over to Luffy. Every time Luffy in front of like a stranger does a gum move, everyone always freaks the fuck out at first, and it always makes me really happy. Because he does it, and
it
everyone's
would be
like,
terrifying.
yeah, he's like, "What the hell?" And
I do. There's so many people on the Grand Line who are like, "What is that? Like, you must have eaten a devil fruit. I've never seen anything like that." And the Grand Line's supposed to be fucking crazy.
yeah. And there's always like people who are like, "Whoa, you guys came all the way from the from the East Blue. That must have been so dangerous." And it's like, you all fucking live on the Grand Line.
Like, yeah,
Don't you see weird fucking crazy shit all the time?
we just had to go around a whale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everyone is in their own special corner. Like the Grand Line, I see it, is like living in North America. You just pick where you want to be and you pick which natural disaster you're willing to put up with. So if it's not your natural disaster, they're kind of freaked out. Also, to be fair, the thing with devil fruits is the same devil fruit can't exist twice.
Right.
So
Yeah.
in Luffy's lifetime, they have never seen someone use a gum fruit.
That makes sense, I guess.
In Luffy's lifetime?
Well, yeah, because since he...
When Luffy dies, somebody else can have gum powers?
Yeah.
Wow.
But, I mean, up until he ate a gum fruit, though, there could have been a gum.
Do you think a human had the human fruit before Chopper?
You can only hope.
Did they get into that?
Do you think...
They do touch upon at least two that I can think of off the top of my head of devil fruits that have been owned and used by a previous generation that are now being used in the current generation.
Oh, that's
What? What?
I'm so ready for what this is going to be.
What?
What?
Where did the devil fruit come from?
The devil
Like
tree?
what plant do
well,
they
it was
come
like the
from?
god of the sea got
Yeah.
so angry.
So they just like poop out of the sea? Or
hold
like-
on, let me try to
wait,
remember
it was
what
like
the
they're stealing the
exact-
power, so that's why they're cursed that they can't swim.
Yeah, I know. Like
I guess I don't know.
I know the lore, but like where, like once like someone dies, is there like a plant that it's like, oh,
They
it just grew a new devil fruit, or is there like a
Like-
hole that it shoots out of?
Do you think it's like Slurm, like from Futurama, where there's just like
Oh
this
my God, it's
giant nasty thing that's
Slurm.
shitting out fruit?
Yeah, like what is it? Where the devil fruit pooping out of? That's what I want to
the
know.
devil fruit.
The devil
they-
pooper?
The devil.
I'm
pooper.
trying to remember if it's explained because there is a specifically something later on happens and a devil fruit becomes fair game. Its user passes away
Oh.
and it becomes like a worldwide hunt for this devil fruit for someone to find, and then it's really cool. Mike, that's what I told you about. There is a tournament arc for the devil fruit. So it is they appear
Is this
in
related
the
to that one
world.
spoiler I saw?
Maybe.
Oh man, I want to be in on it.
No,
Oh.
no, I'm keeping you pure.
So
Fucking
they-
TikTok.
They do.
Spoiled by latte art.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know if we have, and someone can correct me on this if I'm wrong. I'm like the devil fruit just are. They exist in the world. When someone who has one dies, it reappears. Wherever it reappears. It's a fun little mystery.
Sure.
So
I
the
just
thing, Luffy gets executed like 500 episodes in. He's just shot square in the head. And then his son, Doofy, fights in the tournament to get the
monkey
Boofy.
doofy.
Was it like Naruto had was it Boruto or something? Is the,
I never watched Naruto.
it's like
so I don't know.
Goku's son, Doku.
Hold on, can I? I'm really-
Luffy's son, Boofy.
Can I read you guys this segment from the Devil Fruit wiki page?
Sure.
Because I think
Yeah.
it's hilarious, and I didn't realize this is what it was. So, a person, as you guys know, can only eat a single devil fruit in their lifetime. Any attempt to gain a second devil fruit will cause the consumer's body to be blown apart. That no trace is left of it. You just
Do we get to see that?
combust, resulting in their death. The reason for this is currently unknown. A character who you will meet later on, and I don't remember this in this series, so I don't know if it was maybe from the manga and I didn't read that chapter, is a rumor that an actual devil lives inside each fruit and then transfers to the user's body upon consumption. This would cause a fight with the devil inhabiting the other fruit if they were to meet in the same body. However, this rumor is said to have been debunked by science.
By
science.
I like
By
that.
science.
I like that.
Not by Oda.
You
by
heard it
science.
here
By
first.
science.
One Piece is a Chainsaw Man prequel.
It's okay. So cool. I have other things I want to ask about later in the episode, but the one other thing I want to say: what kind of fruit are the devil fruit? That's what I want to know.
I think they're
'Cause-
berries.
Well, that's what but berries are money.
My favorite thing that
Coins are money. They're called berries.
they're called berries.
I just learned something new about berries this week.
You learned a lot about berries this week for some reason.
Did you know that watermelon and pumpkins are considered berries?
The large berries.
They're large. They're called giant berries.
That pumpkin was a squash.
No, it's a giant berry. I think it's a gourd, but a gourd is technically a giant berry.
Huh.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway, I think it's just fun if there's a giant animal pooping out berries. I think it's fun. Not pooping out berries, pooping out devil fruit. Because if they're pooping out berries, then Nami's gonna want to get all up in that.
Aren't bananas berries?
Yeah, bananas are berries too. I went down a deep berry hole. Anyway,
I don't know,
we're
some
almost done with episode
shit.
1 of today.
The rainbow mist appears.
Henzo takes Mary and Usopp, Luffy, and Robin.
They all go into it. Nobody's steering the ship. Zoro's asleep on the ship. Nobody is steering the ship.
No one.
I think the Going Merry is sentient because there's multiple times where nobody's fucking touching the wheel when it's like doing stuff.
Maybe.
I
And we
feel-
learn that they enter into the rainbow mist, and it's called Apes Concert.
Is that what they were saying?
Yes.
It sounded too stupid.
It's Apes Concert.
And it's like One Piece hasn't been as consistently stupid as Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Where Dragon Ball is just like, yeah, this character's name is Lunch. We're
mean-
just like leaning into it. Yeah, Garlic Jr. Like, where you're like, oh, yeah, no, that's as dumb as I thought it was. But like
Yeah.
One Piece sometimes has like names that sound like places.
Yeah. Apes Concert.
And then sometimes.
Apes Concert. It's fine. This is filler. In the Apes Concert, of course, is the legendary graveyard of ships that once you enter, you can't get out of
Why
inside
is it
Rainbow
called the
Nest.
Apes Concert?
I don't fucking know. Maybe a bunch of apes were having a band and then they fell into the rainbow mist. Maybe they were like, maybe the gorillas were having a concert and then on a cruise ship, and then their cruise ship fell into the rainbow mist, and then You know, they just played their concert for all time. And now, modern day, they've made it out of the rainbow mist and they recorded all of their concerts. So now they're just playing replays of them for all of their music videos and concerts moving forward. And that's where the gorillas came from.
Is there a Planet of the Apes arc?
Is there a Planet of the Apes arc?
I feel like Luffy would do really well.
It's not specifically a Planet of the Apes arc. Luffy is not involved, but you do get I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. I'm just going to use the terms monkey palace and leave it at that.
Hell yeah. Can I ask one more question about a future arc?
You can try.
So I had this in my notes actually for much later, but is there ever like a murder mystery arc where like the whole time they have to like fucking Sherlock Holmes a mystery?
Oh, I bet they think Zoro's dead.
Because like I want that more than anything. Is I want a fucking murder mystery with the Straw Hat Gang just like having a great time, and at the end it's like Scooby Doo and they like unveil it, but it's just fucking Luffy and he's like
you I don't think you get a murder mystery arc, but I have referred to a future arc before as the Scooby-Doo arc.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Because it's just a Scooby-Doo episode, but a full-length arc of it.
Nice.
Should we just get like Usopp and Chopper like walking down a hallway, chopping on really tall sandwiches, and like Usopp's like, I don't know if we're gonna make it out of this one, Chops, and Chopper just goes, Sorry, are you gonna edit out the loudest beeping in the world?
No.
Hey guys, the apple pie is done. So is there like a monkey fruit that turns somebody into like a monkey, like one of the animal ones?
So I think they have confirmed the existence of Zoan type devil fruits.
Yep.
So any
animal
really is possible.
Is there a monk fruit which just causes somebody to have a bad aftertaste?
God, I wish. I think that's all devil fruit though, because I mean, from
They all taste like shit.
every time that you see someone consume a devil fruit, it is like they got a bad pistachio facial expression.
Yeah, well, when Luffy ate his, he was just like, "This is awful. I'm miserable, and I'm eating this garbage."
Yeah, it's never a fun time when someone eats a devil fruit. Also, the fact that it's a gamble. You don't know what the hell you're eating until after you eat it.
Do they ever like
Be eating ass
We've only seen
What happened
Buggy's
is-
devil fruit.
in a good way. What?
We've only
Yeah.
seen Buggy's devil fruit and Luffy's devil fruit. I don't think we've seen the other ones, have we?
You will see more devil fruits later on, but I think those are the only two visually you have seen so far.
Yes. We have not seen any others. Yeah. I just had a thought.
Well, I don't think it's a spoiler. Chopper's devil fruit, the human fruit, I guess they wouldn't have shown that. It looks like a little red and white mushroom. It's like a red stalk with a little red mushroom, or a white stalk with a red mushroom cap.
I'm glad.
And the swirlies.
I'm glad you didn't say it looks like a baby.
He ate a fetus in the woods.
He was like, "Ooh, look, a baby in the woods."
It turns out the devil fruit are just like interdimensional stem cells.
Episode 140. Sorry.
One for it.
We're 33 minutes into the podcast and we've done one episode.
Is the best title I've come up with.
I cannot wait. Okay. Bring it.
Stand By Me, Matey.
Ah! That's really good.
Because this is all just Stand By Me. This whole fucking arc is
It's
Stand By
so
Me with
good.
time travel.
This is great. Oh my god, it is. Oh, it is. This is great.
Background MVP, I wrote those kids' parents are probably dead.
Yeah, they're definitely
It's not
dead.
really a specific one, but I thought about
They're
it.
definitely dead.
Spooky ship, ghost ship graveyard. First note.
What?
That's my first note.
Mine
Spooky
is
ship.
Henzo's friends were swallowed by the mist 50 years ago, so that's why research.
I don't think I took notes for a while on this one because I was eating a burrito.
That's fine. Yeah, Henzo's researching the rainbow mist because his friends were swallowed by the rainbow mist, and then you hear a bell starts ringing, and then you hear like a voice being like, "You need to," like the Straw Hat's like, "You need to leave here, or a curse of the dead will
It's
fall
like, you
upon
need to leave here.
or a curse will fall. The dead will fall upon you, and then like a bunch of sheets with eyes appear,
Yeah.
and everyone's like,
So, somebody called them ghosts.
and then an arrow shoots at Zoro while Zoro's still asleep.
Misses.
It misses, and then Luffy gets mad, so he attacks the sheets with ghosts, but they're just sheets.
Robin saves him by popping an arm out of his arm to catch an arrow.
Yeah, which is very exciting. And then we see children.
Man, fucking Luffy decks one of them. It's great. It's like the kid's like I'm here, and then Luffy just comes from the side of this like screen and just just right hooks this kid.
So good. These kids are known as the Pumpkin Pirates.
The PP Pirates. I guess the P Pirates.
I wrote all their names down. Their names are Rongo, Isoka, Akibi, Pukao, and Rapa Nui. Rapa Nui is the captain of the Pumpkin Pirates.
Was it Pukao?
Pukao.
Pukao.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's like the
The heavier set kid.
the heavier set kid who they like bring on with them later. Like
Yeah.
they bring him on the ship, and he's like, "Oh, we're on over here." Anyway, Henzo's like, "Oh, my friends, it's me," and they're like, "Who the fuck is this old man?" And then Rapa Nui the leader pulls out a bomb, like he's gonna blow everybody up. And then Henzo goes over and is like, "Oh, no big deal," and like activates it.
Yeah.
And it
It's
does.
like, I made it.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I made this. I invented this 50 years ago, idiot. This is mine." And then Zoro finally wakes up.
Yeah. It's like, what's going on? We go to the flashback.
Yep.
And it's just kids leaping off of a tall thing into water. And I was like, oh, this is Stand By Me.
It's a very tall thing.
It's a very fucking tall thing.
Like
100 feet up in the air
even-
tall.
Yeah, very fucking tall. It's like those children should.
There's like a bunch
hurt.
of like jutted rocks, and this one's like kind of like mushroom shaped almost.
Yeah, look
and
like
like a big top to it,
a dick.
like a dick. It's
Kinda like a dick.
Looks like a wiener. If you don't know what a
Wiener.
wiener looks like, go to www.google.com and search human penis. Human penis.
you didn't say, "Hey Google."
No, I'm not gonna do
Don't
that.
do it.
I'm not gonna do that. That's
I
too
think
mean.
I just said it, so I set it off. I didn't,
Hey Google, don't do it.
we learned that Henzo was a part of the Pumpkin Pirates when he was a kid, and Rapa Nui, the leader of the Pumpkin Pirates, his dad was a Marine. And at this point, I went, "Huh, he looks like a younger version of the Major Pasqua finger blaster guy from the last episode."
Yeah. I had that thought, and then like the next one, God. Oh yeah, I had like related to Sunglasses Marine, and then I was like, oh, is this guy just him? There's
don't
gonna be
know.
some weird time shit.
We'll see what happens later.
Yes.
We see Henzo in the flashback. Henzo inventing the Kaboom Mark III, and then all of a sudden the whole town is on fire.
Because the moist pirates showed up.
The wettin' pirates, the wet pirates,
Wetting
the wet bandits.
the wet, and one of them's just like a crazy Viking man with an axe. Or
Yep.
the leader is Mr. Wetton himself.
Yes.
What's his first name?
I don't even know. I think it was Mayor Wetton.
I feel like they said his first name.
I might have written it
Ronald
down.
Wetton.
Pirates are ravaging the town.
Will Wetton.
Rapa Nui immediately is like, "Everybody, we got to get to the harbor, steal a ship, and leave."
Yeah. Dude, he's like already.
Yeah, and all the kids are like, "All right, sounds good. Town's burning down. Let's go be real pirates." But then the pirate Wetton starts chasing them. The kids end up stealing the pirates' big giant ship, the Tally Allison. But the pirate captain Wetton continues to chase them around the ship and ends up breaking the helm, so the ship just starts sailing, but like there's no way to steer it.
Yeah, I like the dude who just wanders out and he's like, what's going on?
Yeah,
I was hoping he was going to be more throwaway because I thought it would be funnier, but I
Yeah.
like that he comes back.
his name is Ian.
Yep. Just Ian.
Just Ian.
Fucking Ian. He reminds me of one of the young, or like, I guess both of the Young Bucks.
Yeah,
It's got Young Buck vibes.
he does. His hair is like
Yeah. He's got the weird sideburns.
Yes, absolutely. Henzo ends up knocking the fucking wetting captain of the pirate ship off, and he falls off with him off the ship. And the pumpkin pirates are like, wait, Henzo. And he's just like, go on without me. I'll find you. And then they end up getting sucked into
like
the rainbow mist.
like this tiny child spears this full-grown man off the ship. It's great.
It's awesome.
Listen, if you are a DM for D&D or any type of tabletop RPG, make sure your friends don't watch One Piece or tell them to skip this arc because it sucks, and then just to use this for
It's so
a couple
perfect.
adventures.
It's so
like
fucking perfect.
the way it's like, oh, there's a mayor, he's collecting taxes, and then like you find out like this like past stuff, and it's like, yeah, this pirate Wetton, and then you're like, wasn't the mayor's name Wetton? And then you like piece things together. It's very good.
It's a great little mystery, but also like there's enough fun stuff. You can have some fun little adventures.
Yep.
Fucking pumpkin pirates continue in the rainbow mist. At this point, I was wondering, I was like, is this the time jump? Because like Luffy and Nami and all them went into the rainbow mist, and then we learned about like the 50-year bullshit, and however long you're in the rainbow mist, you like
There's
don't
not really
age.
rules to the
There's
Rainbow
not.
Mist.
At this point, I was like, oh, maybe, but then there wasn't. I was expecting Usopp, Nami, Luffy, and Zoro to come out of the rainbow mist by the end of the arc, and like Chopper and Sanji are like 10 years older.
How long do you think they like to them they were in the mist? They said it felt like yesterday that it happened, like
Yeah.
the event. So like it couldn't have been that long, like maybe like a year or something. for them.
Probably like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like if it's that quick, I feel like something would have happened with Sanji and Chopper aging more.
But like it's like the time thing.
Hey, it doesn't.
maybe-
There's no finite rules.
Maybe it's
but-
when the mist is open that
Oh, it's
time
fine.
equals out. Yeah.
Oh, does
We
that
figured it out.
is that it? Is that it, historian? I know you watched this arc like 8 years ago, so
I watched this arc
like 12 years ago.
in 2009.
Okay, well that was more than.
So that's a few.
That's a
little
few
bit
years ago.
Yeah,
All right, cool. Well, whatever.
I was very sorry.
We're watching it for the first time now.
I know, and that's so exciting.
Cool Marine guy saves Sanji, Nami, and Chopper. Just like he did back in 2009.
with his
Little
finger blast.
flick of the coin.
Yes.
And I really like this because he gets hit and he's like, "Who did that? Did you guys throw that?" And then he picks up the coin. He's like, "Well, this covers your tax."
Yeah, you're
And
good.
he's like, "Yeah, we're chill." And he just starts hanging out.
Yeah.
like,
And
lake.
And then right there is where we learn. At that point, I said, Lake looks like the pirate captain that tried to kill the pumpkin pirates.
Yeah.
And then right after that, I'm like, oh, and the Mayor Wetton is the former pirate captain who tried to kill the pumpkin pirates.
Pirate Mayor. Did you notice that Nami looks like a ref and does use a whistle later in this arc?
I noticed that. I also look like Nami looks like Stretch Armstrong during this whole arc. As you like
She's-
stretched him all the way fucking
She's
tall.
very stretched out. And I also noticed that Robin has like not reasonable female proportions, but she's not like two giant overgrown watermelons on an hourglass.
Yeah.
She's like at least a little bit more like leveled out and like doesn't look like she toppled over. She's got a big head.
Do you think Oda likes Nami?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think that didn't Oda marry a woman who portrayed Nami?
Yeah, they do a lot of like One Piece, like live action shows and like live action promotional stuff.
That would be fun to go to.
And when they originally started doing those, I mean, Oda still probably does go to a lot of them as the creator, but his wife was one of the original Nami face characters.
Whoa.
And there we go.
So he invented Nami in his mind, found a woman who was Nami, and now has 2 kids with her.
It's not uncommon for like artists to, when they're drawing characters, draw like the thing they're attracted to because they're going to be like, I want to draw the thing that's most visually appealing to me.
I just was more concerned, like, why did Nami get all stretched out, Stretch Armstrong, like, during this arc?
Oh, probably because it's filler.
I guess.
It's like, why is everyone's characterization like a little weird?
Yeah, it is a little strange. Yeah.
Like Usopp does not put up with anybody's fucking bullshit in this arc. It's crazy.
It is crazy. Also, Luffy is fucking unhinged during this arc, and I will talk about it later.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole part where he's just like, all right, all this shit's going on. I'm just going to keep launching myself into the abyss.
Yeah, and
it's-
like flying in the background.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll go to the next episode.
Episode 141. Fearsome Pirate Chef Usopp.
Oh.
Back in MVP. Mustache snail phone.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Snailogram.
Episode starts out, Henzo has a nightmare where he turns into an old man from being a
This-
child.
Yeah, did you remember when M. Night Shyamalan stole an entire movie concept from this scene?
I watched that movie. It was not that bad.
Not good either.
It was fine. It was. I keep using the phrase. It was aggressively fine.
There's a lot of movies like that.
Yeah. Do you have something to say about the movie Old?
Well, one, M. Night Shyamalan has never come up with an original idea in his life. He just finds obscure enough books that no one has read for it to be a good enough idea. So read the original book format of that. Its name is skipping my brain right now, but it is a very good book. And also, he did a very bad job setting it up. Even if you don't know the book, you can predict that movie in the first 6 minutes.
Is it
Oh, yeah.
Elderly?
No, it has a longer, complicated name.
Oops, I fell on a beach and now I'm old.
Oops.
Oops, I signed away my medical rights.
America.
I heard that new movie that he made is pretty good with the one with Batista.
Well, yeah, it's got Batista.
Knock at the Cabin.
Can we all agree that Batista is the best wrestler actor?
Batista is. I would argue that he is the best actor who also used to be a wrestler.
Yeah.
Because
like,
he is definitely way. I
wa-
feel like his wrestling or acting career is now longer than his wrestling career.
Yeah. I feel like I see him in a role and I actually like can believe he's that character, whereas like John Cena or The Rock is always John Cena or The Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is separated enough that, like, my mom knows The Rock was a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
My mom does not know that Batista was a pro wrestler.
Yeah. I was watching an interview with him recently where he was talking about how he like he really wants to be in a rom-com. Like he's like that's the one like genre I haven't like
Let
done.
him be the leading man.
It'd be
I am
so
begging
good.
you.
Especially if he's like a big dork. Like put Batista in glasses and tell me he's a nerd and nobody thinks he's cool and he gets bullied.
I was watching another
So
interview
good.
with him where he's like talking about how he's like he's trying to like bulk down so he's like less huge. Because he doesn't want to be like
The
you know,
huge guy
he
all
wants
the
his
time.
body of work as an actor to speak for itself.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to like be known as like the big dude.
Because there was a huge chunk of time with like was it Man with the Iron Fist? Like he was just like I'm a big guy who fights.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, he was in that fucking 007. He was in one of the James Bond movies. He was in fucking Blade Runner.
I haven't seen that.
He's
I
in
gotta see that one.
Dune.
Was he?
Yeah, wasn't he in Dune? He's definitely in Dune. He was that fucking Dave Bautista was in Dune. I swear to God.
I didn't pay attention during.
I swear to God, Dave Bautista was in Dune, and I need to know this now. Anyway,
It's like
I love Dave Bautista.
who is in Dune? There's
He's a great advocate.
sexy Star Wars new Han Solo is in Dune. Also does folk music.
Oscar Isaac spits in that movie.
Oscar-
That's what I remember.
He was Glossu Robin.
I don't remember who the fuck that is.
How could we forget
How could you
Glossu
forget?
Rodman?
Oh yeah, you want me to shit on something else that everyone really loves? Dune fucking reads like a source book for D&D. But like a worse source book for D&D.
Anyway, this is a One Piece podcast.
Timothy Chalamet. Lame art direction.
Have they
More
not?
like,
Have they not cast Frankie yet for the live action
Dave
Netflix?
Batista as
Dave Bautista? Who the
Frankie?
fuck is that? I'm just saying Frankie because I want Dave Bautista to be. I mean,
I was gonna say Dave Batista as Usopp.
They already got it. It's coming. I'm so excited for.
They
the
haven't
One Piece.
cast Chopper yet.
Fucking okay. If,
Hold on.
When
Hold on.
he's like his human form, he's got Dave Batista's face.
Hold on.
Dave Bautista for human form Chopper. Oh my
Hold
God,
on.
it's so good.
Hold on. As much as I would love Dave Bautista's human form Chopper, we are missing the ideal casting for Chopper. And this is a man who has proven himself to play man, robot, and creature in such a way that it brings us all to tears. It needs to be the giant from the Iron Giant. It needs to be Groot. It needs to be Vin Diesel
Oh
as
my
Chopper.
God, Vin Diesel.
I'm
a doctor. I'm a doctor.
I've got a blue nose.
My mom's a little rough, but she's family. Rumble ball time.
Rumble Ball family.
Dude, if we don't get fucking
Doctor, how you look? Doctorine. My Rumble Ball. That's really good. If we did that, could Dave Bautista be Dalton? That'd be fun.
That'd
be
would
fun.
be a good Dalton.
Yeah.
There's
whatever they put him in.
there is a character who is going to be coming up fairly soon towards the end of Skypiea. Specifically, I don't know if this friend who officiated our wedding, I don't think he has a code name on this podcast, so I'm just going to
No.
call him our friend who officiated our wedding.
Yeah, efficient.
He and I had texted about this character previously, who you guys will encounter, and I think immediately be like, that makes sense for Dave Bautista. Mont Blanc Noland. You will meet this. You will meet this character, and you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Dave Bautista."
I like that so many One Piece characters sound like a millennial parent named them.
Oh yeah, I
want to throw out one other possible option, which it's
Porcus
probably
Diaz.
no.
Dave Bautista, a sexual icon. Porcus Diaz. Pork ass Diaz.
I don't think. I was gonna say, what if Dave Bautista was Smoker?
Oh.
Carl Urban is smoker.
Yeah.
Oh, Carl Urban.
That's the thing.
Carl Urban was fucking Judge Dredd, and that's fine. But Dave Bautista walks.
There was supposed
walks
to
for
be a
miles inside this pit of danger.
There's supposed to be a fucking,
He walks alone.
There's supposed to be a fucking Judge Dredd show so long ago, and I don't know what's happening with it.
You know, it's really funny. I'm pretty sure we've only mentioned 2 episodes so far.
I don't care. I just want to talk about Judge Dredd now.
In 50 minutes. It's fine.
Judge Dredd. Listen, if you like One Piece, no fucking joke. Go read Judge Dredd. Have I ranted about this on the podcast
Maybe.
yet? Yeah. About how Judge Dredd
Okay.
Since 1976 when it first started, it's been the same timeline, same consistency.
Yeah.
That dude's like 80-something. It's so fucking good.
This is a One Piece podcast.
He ages every year. He's so old.
Hey, everybody. If you want us to stop going on so many tangents,
Give us money.
let us know.
We're gonna hold the podcast hostage.
We have no way for them to give us money, so we can't ask them to give us money. And then just
Enough of them know us in real life and know our home address. Just slip it in the mailbox.
Yeah.
Just-
Anyway, Henzo has a nightmare where he turns from an old child into an old man. He wakes up. Luffy says, "Hey, we're gonna go forward." I don't remember with what.
They're stuck in a loop. They
Yes.
can't get out. It's
Yes.
basically like I'm trying to think of the equivalent. Like, you know when you're playing Star Fox in multiplayer and you like go in a direction and then somehow you loop around to the other side of the map? They're in that. They're in a N64 Star Fox
It's like
level.
that scene in Thor Ragnarok where Thor is with Korg inside of the prison and he runs.
Oh,
And
yeah, in the
Korg
circle.
And Korg's just like, "Oh, hey, you're back, man." Anyway, Luffy says we're going forward. Robin shoots a cannon forward, but it just comes from behind up on them. So then Luffy's like, "Perfect," and he launches himself.
Yeah, and then he figures it out.
At this point, I was like, "This is the perfect place for Zoro to thrive." Because he's directionally challenged.
Yeah, it would have been great if he's like, "Oh wait, no, this makes sense to me for some reason." We get, God, was it a flashback again?
Well,
Oh no, the wet and pirate dude is in the jail.
Ian's a pirate prisoner,
and he's trying to dupe that kid.
Yep.
And then the girl comes in and she's like, "Don't you fucking dare!
Yeah, don't you
I'm
fucking do it.
I'm gonna break your goddamn hands if you try that shit again,
Yeah.
Ian." For the last time, you see this mop that I've got in this bucket? It's gonna go down your goddamn throat if you try that again, Ian.
I'm gonna push your shit in, Ian, with this mop handle.
I'm gonna crack your skull open and watch your brain slip down the floor, Ian. I'm gonna
mop your fucking brains up with it afterwards with this mop.
I'm gonna make you watch as I drink it in a nice little Ian brain smoothie, you piece of shit.
Ian, I'm gonna piss in this bucket and then splash it on your face. Ian,
Listen here, you little soy boy snowflake, Ian.
She said all of that.
Ian, I killed your parents.
That was in the show. That was in the show. She definitely said that.
I think Dave Bautista should play her.
Oh yeah. Then we have the flashback, like you said, where Rapa Nui takes out a sea serpent.
Yeah, with a really strong flick.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
A really strong flick.
Was Rapa Nui Johnny Bravo the whole time?
Was he old man Johnny Bravo? Who's to say?
Old man Johnny Bravo.
Straw Hats hang out with the pumpkins. Then we cut back to the harbor. Wetton sees his ship again, and now they know that the Apes Concert Gateway is open.
Mm-hmm.
So we go back. The pumpkin pirates are skeptical of the Straw Hats and if they're good or not. And Zorro was like, "All right, I'll just fucking kill these kids."
yeah, Zorro's like, "I'll take care of it. It's fine." And then Usopp shows up with lunch, and it looks great.
It looks
and then
really good.
Luffy or somebody is like, "Oh, it's not as good as Sanji's," and then everybody else is like, "This is amazing."
Yeah. I wonder if Usopp's been learning from Sanji, because I feel like Usopp made a meal earlier and it was like shit.
I don't know. Like Usopp is not given enough credit for as competent as he is, because as like the fucking Going Merry gets so fucked up all the time, and he's the one who fixes it.
He is
every time, which is why you're more in Usopp than you might want to admit.
Whatever.
You got big Usopp energy.
He's a big dumb idiot, and that's me.
Oh, we haven't read emails yet.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, I said big dumb
You
idiot.
did-
All right, hell yeah.
You did
It's
say
on the
big
bingo
dumb
board.
idiot.
It's on the bingo board, folks. You'll hear about it soon. Hopefully, a friend of the show who sent us a transponder snail will allow us to put the bingo board in the Discord so you all can use it as well. Or on the Twitter. I don't know. Or both. Who's to say? Moving along.
They eat. Usopp tells a bunch of stories. He's barely lying at this point.
Yep.
It's like all stuff that actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, I don't know, was it Rampanui like starts being like, "I don't trust you guys" or something. And he's like throwing shade, and Usopp's like, "Listen here, you little piece of shit. I'm not gonna have you desecrate like the sanctity of friendship. You flew under the same flag."
Can I read you the quote he says?
Oh, do you have it?
He says, "The color of the flag may fade, but true friendship is forever."
Okay, like beautiful.
It's really good.
Beautiful.
That's really good.
Fuck the "don't tread on me" flag. I want that.
I want that with just
Usopp's face.
Just a silhouette of Usopp's face.
Yeah.
Oh no, it can't be a silhouette.
No, it's gotta be a silhouette.
It'll look so fucked up.
It would look like a penis. It's fine.
Oh wait, hold on.
There's a really scary.
No, hold on. I gotta find something.
There's a really scary front image of Usopp during some of this too. It's like when you, it's kind of like when you see like a Simpsons character from the front, and you're like, I don't think I'm supposed to see them from this angle.
So I think I've talked about previously in the manga chapters, Oda does, it's called SBS, and they're like talkback questions at the end of chapters people can submit. And one of them later on in the series was someone asking about like, what are the Straw Hat signatures? Luffy just writes the word me. Zoro just writes the word for sword. Nami's is really cute. It's her name, but she like puts like her little like tangerine logo in it.
Thanks.
And Usopp's is his name, but he does draw a little silhouette of himself that kind of looks like Mr. Game & Watch.
It does.
And I love it a lot.
That's so good.
It is very good. I like that a lot.
Aw.
At this point, so we have the transponder snail pops off, and they're having a transponder snail conversation. And then at this point, I wrote, Rapa Nui is being a fucking Koza over here. It's just being a piece of shit.
Is Koza gonna be our like
Our Kawina.
Kawina is when you get unceremoniously killed off screen.
Yep. Being a fucking Koza is being goddamn unreasonable for no
X-Men,
goddamn reason.
in the X-Men movies, Cyclops was Kawina'd. in the been who is a Koza in the X-Men movie?
I mean, Wolverine.
Wolverine is
anytime he
acting a
does
Koza.
anything.
Yeah. Being a Koza.
Being a fucking coz over here.
What a Koza.
So that happens. Then Nami goes over and janks Henzo's Rainbow Mist safety gear from the Wettin' dudes to get them going into the mist to save everyone.
Mm-hmm.
She gets a little rowboat and starts rowing like she's going to go save everyone. But then the sea serpent reappears.
I really like that Luffy grabs the phone immediately to answer it, and Usopp or Zoro's like, "What good is you answering gonna do?" Like, and then Sanji just grabs the phone on the other end.
Yeah.
Which I like Sanji's thing is just like he's like, "It's not my phone, but I'm gonna fucking answer it."
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, I'm going to talk into this. Who am I going to talk to? It's me, Mr. Prince. That's the end of the episode.
episode 142. Wettin' fucks the rainbow mist.
He
What?
does. How long into this episode are you guys?
We are an hour
hour,
into the
Jesus Christ.
episode, and
Okay.
we've gone 3 episodes. We have 2 left.
All
We're doing
right.
great.
Back on MVP, Robin's floral shirt.
Hell yeah. I
just
love
nice.
Robin's floral shirt.
I like her outfit choices during these non-canon or these
Reasonable,
filler arcs.
comfortable,
Yeah, doesn't have a stupid cowboy hat.
whatever. I
She
would
doesn't
be,
look like
if she
fucking
was-
Kenny Chesney.
If she was wearing a cowboy hat during all this, I'd be fine with it. It's fine. It makes me kind of want a cowboy hat.
If it
Maybe
was
I
just
want
like a
cowboy
good,
hat.
but like it's not like an Ace cowboy hat. That's cool.
Maybe it's like the same hat.
It's not the
it's
same.
literally the same
fucking-
hat, but
it's
just
literally
different
not.
colors.
Hey, let's watch our mic levels.
Hey,
I'm gonna pull up pictures. of
I'm
this
the
fucking
one in charge.
Google.
They have the same hat.
It's not the same fucking
It's the
hat.
same fucking hat.
It's not the
It's
same
got
hat.
the little dip in the front. It's the
It's-
same
oh my
hat.
God.
Matt, check your airdrop.
What? What is this? I have been sent something by the historian into my airdrop, and then it is a 4-panel comic, and the top left has a weird 3D rendering of someone, and it says, "Hello, I'm a fox girl."
It's
Um,
it's the new hero from Overwatch.
And then
too.
there's 3 like faces on the next panel, and it's and ... question mark, and then
I think you explaining memes is really.
and then on the
good
bottom
content.
left is what's his name?
It's Winston.
It's Winston, the big gorilla man from Overwatch, and he says, "Excuse me for having my water break." And then it's back to the bottom panel, and it's the 3 faces again, but it looks like they're being blown over by a tornado, and they just all say, "Mpreg Winston?" And I don't know what this means.
I have never listened to Matt less than I have
What
in the
does this
past 30
mean?
seconds.
What does this meme mean? I don't know what
I
it
don't
means.
know what's going on with Overwatch. I just know that everybody looks like
What does Mpreg mean?
everyone.
Like
Hello, I'm a fox
impregnate?
girl, and
Impregnate?
excuse me for having my water break. What?
What?
Isn't that the smart monkey?
Wait, did
All I'm
Winston,
say-
did Winston birth a fox lady? Is
I
that
thi-
what
is it-
happened?
Is it that they're not impressed by the fox lady, but they want the monkey to fuck them?
What does the fox say?
Rig 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 boo. All I'm saying is that I think Nico Robin would look cooler if she was just ripping from Carmen Sandiego's look.
Did we make a decision if the hats are the same?
They're different.
They're definitely the same.
She got like the sides are like pushed up, and it just looks like a tacky fucking like stadium rock country music piece of shit's hat.
yeah.
And then Ace just has like a cool like classic Sergio like he looks like he'd be in a Sergio Leone. But I'm just saying, if she had the big floppy Carmen Sandiego hat, that would be badass.
Ooh, maybe does the hat definitely changes. It definitely does. Like a Lady Dimitrescu floppy hat.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then like 'cause she also wears like the
Wow.
jacket and like coat and stuff. I think she
like. What would you do if Robin showed up dressed as the Undertaker?
be into that. Yeah, sign me up.
Same hat, same thing, literally same outfit.
What would you do if Robin showed up dressed as the Underbiker?
I don't know how I feel about
She
that.
came out with a fucking American flag like
I don't
bandana.
she's the.
Do you remember that time when Nico Robin had to wrestle herself?
Do you remember that time Nico Robin didn't want to wrestle, and then John Cena kept walking out in the ring twice a week for like 2 months saying, "Nico Robin, I want to wrestle you," and then it finally got to the big night, and there was a sultry guitar player playing named Elias playing in the ring, and then John Cena ran into the ring and beat up the guitar player, and then started shouting one more time, "Nico Robin, come out!" And then Nico Robin actually came out, and then beat up John Cena in 5 minutes.
I remember that.
I remember that. It was good. She used her hands. This is a One Piece podcast.
This is a One Piece podcast.
This is a long one for no reason at all. Is
Jesus
it because it's filler? Because I liked this filler.
It wasn't bad.
It was fun, but I just
It's
feel
got like other shit on my mind. I
know. We're just talking about important things.
Yeah. I've been playing Metroid Dread. That's a good game.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but I heard it was good. We could just pop right through this, you know?
Yeah. What's happening? Usopp has no tolerance for Rampanui's shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Still.
drama going on.
Oh.
Luffy's just launching himself into the abyss in a loop over and over again.
Yeah. Why does everybody cry? I don't remember.
I think I wrote it down.
There's like a passionate moment.
Well, Usopp's just like standing up for Henzo and like dealing with the fucking pumpkin pirates, and then Zoro's like, "Okay, anyone else feeling awkward here?" And I thought that was very
everybody's
funny.
crying, and then it's just like a 2-second shot of Zoro just with his arms folded and a dumb smirk on his face, and he's like, "Okay, anyone else feeling awkward?"
Yeah.
And I replayed this and made my wife watch it because this is how she reacts when people are crying around her. And she's like, "Yeah, no, that's accurate."
Yeah, that's great.
I married a Zoro.
Hell yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Scary sometimes.
Sea King is chasing Nami as she's in the rowboat. Henzo's safety gear is a fucking rope, which is funny. And then from the alleyway, Marine Major Pasqua finger blasts the Sea King from the shadows.
Yeah.
And then Nami gives Chopper the lifeline rope thing and then takes off into the mist.
Yep.
As this is happening, the mayor of Wetton changes into a flamethrower suit and starts blasting Sanji and Chopper for some reason.
It's weird because he's like, "Oh yeah, we'll just let her go, but I'm gonna fucking kill these guys."
We'll fucking kill you guys. And then Luffy and Rapa Nui get trapped into the beyond rainbow mist. It's not just the rainbow mist; it's the beyond rainbow mist.
I'm gonna wait for my next tangent.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna wait for the next episode at least.
We get a backstory about Rapa Nui's dad, and his dad's ship is actually in the rainbow mist. And then Nami just rose up. They just go, "Oh, Nami, hi."
Yeah, she's got a shit ton of treasure.
Yep.
Ian got out.
Yep.
Somebody the little kid let Ian out, and then he's like, "I'm gonna kill this kid if you guys don't get me out of here." And Nami's just like, "Do it."
I don't care.
I don't know who that is. I
don't
don't care. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I guess I mean, no, wait, no, I'm going to kill this kid." And she's like, I really don't care. Like, I cannot stress how little I care about this child.
Yeah. That was,
Did we mention that Luffy knocked him and Rapa Nui into like the
beyond the rainbow
okay.
mist. They're just stuck there.
Yeah.
So that happens. And then at this point, I was like, I don't understand how Zoro doesn't just fucking kill this guy. He's so fine with killing
I don't think
people.
he cares either, because he was ready to kill the kids, and he's like, "Oh, well, whatever."
Yeah, but then the guy's like going away in the one place that they would escape where they are.
If he was alone,
Yeah,
he
would've
would
killed him.
He would John Wick this dude.
he would have John Wick
But
him,
because
the kids, all of
I
them.
think like I don't know who does it. I don't think it's Nami who would hold him back. I think if it was just him and Nami, he would John Wick him. But I think like Usopp and Luffy and them kind of like contain Zoro a little bit.
I'm trying to remember back on Drum Island
Yeah.
of who was with Zoro when he like killed all those. He killed that one dude, took his clothes, and then killed all those other dudes. I'm trying to remember who he was with because he was with like one other person.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was Sanji, Nami, and Luffy were climbing up the hill, so it must have been
Usopp.
Usopp. Yeah.
It was Usopp and Vivi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Usopp doesn't hold him back from murder.
No.
And Vivi doesn't because Vivi's gone now. Vivi's
Maybe-
never coming back.
Well, maybe it's like Robin being there, because like Robin could probably take Zorro, at least like decently.
But she could murder people too. She fucking murdered those dudes.
Yeah, but she's got like restraint on a level that Zorro doesn't have.
I guess that's fair. She's a
She
grown-ass
like
woman.
yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
and she has a fully developed brain.
She has life experience.
She is the only Straw Hat who could rent a car.
That's true. Anyway, that all's happening. Robin gets fucked up by the sea prison stone jewel that's inside the boat. She had like restrained Ian, and then there's one specific stone that's just like,
She's got a line later. She's like, "What are the fucking odds that was there, huh?" Like, what a plot device.
yeah. We cut back over to outside the rainbow mist, and the Wettin' dudes are all just attacking Chopper. He rumble balls, but it doesn't help.
Immediately gets electrocuted.
Yeah.
And then Sanji's just lit on fire.
Yeah. Sanji and Chopper are like, we got to do whatever we got to do until Nami gets back. And then Wettin then drops the giant tower.
Yeah.
The giant tower gets exploded and it falls down into the harbor and then thrusts.
And it penetrates the mist.
It penetrates into the mist so he can steal all the treasure from inside the mist.
God, there's some other stuff that happens. Luffy and Rapa Nui get out.
Yeah,
Like
they
a
go to
kinda
the
tidal
light.
wave.
They go to the light.
There's conveyor belts, I wrote. There's conveyor belt technology.
There's conveyor belt technology inside the giant tower that fell down and thrusted.
which I guess is less remarkable. I was more amazed at that than the mech suits.
Do you think there are little men inside the tower pedaling bicycles to operate the...
Yeah, conveyor belts.
conveyor
I think there's one guy.
And he's definitely dead now.
I did make a note that I don't buy that any of these jabronis could even beat Usopp.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird to me, the stuff that Chopper and, like, Sanji do.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, I could see them beating Chopper, because Chopper doesn't like to fight, but...
The amount of beatings and pain that Usopp withstood during Alabasta is like nothing compared to anything that these guys have dished out this whole arc.
Yeah. If
Usopp would
if
be-
Usopp was getting lit on fire, he'd be like, well, this is just another day for Usopp. I think Usopp is, and maybe it changes, historian, but I feel like Usopp is the best Straw Hat at getting the shit kicked out of him and bouncing back.
I mean, Zoro's pretty good at that too.
It's true.
They're all capable of taking a beating, but I think Usopp might be the only Straw Hat. Now, you got to give me a second to get through this.
Okay.
Usopp is the only Straw Hat to have truly lost a fight in a way where he got his ass kicked, and not because it was like an even fight. Like, someone just wanted to kick his ass and they did it. Like, someone beat up Nami, but probably because she was trying to beat them up too. Like,
Yeah.
Luffy's gotten into scuffles, Zoro has lost fights. Usopp's the only one who's had like the proper shit kicked out of them on like a bullying level.
Poor Usopp.
He's fine.
Listen,
He's
fuck off.
doing fine.
Usopp
Hey.
is great.
Hey, that's the end of the episode.
Usopp's a better character than Sanji.
That's fine.
And Zoro. He's more of a character than Zoro.
I disagree.
Zoro's a gun.
I disagree.
I'm sure Zoro has shit later
Usopp
on.
isn't a gun.
Usopp's barely used.
He's
his
a
fucking
finger
slingshot.
on a trigger. He's a good finger on a trigger.
I'm just saying, Usopp's like had character development in a way that
Zoro has had character development.
I don't think on the level that Usopp has.
Zoro yet. I mean, he got fucked up real. He got that whole Hawkeye Mihawk episode.
Yeah. I feel like that was his biggest one. And then his next development was figuring out how to cut steel.
That's fair. Anyway, episode 143.
43. I have a good name for this one. I sort of time as circles. Do you have anything funnier?
For this one,
Stand By Me, Matey 2.
Zoro mad.
So, I do like. I will give Zoro a lot of credit. I don't dislike Zoro. I'm just
Ooh.
saying I don't think he's the best Straw Hat.
I got one. I got an episode. Sorry,
Yeah?
I don't want to interrupt. Sorry.
No, do it.
You want to finish your thought, and then
That's
I'll
not
say.
important.
I got it. Episode 143. It's time to get wet.
Background MVP is Igaram.
Igaram! Ma! Ma, ma, ma.
Lake electrocutes an old man. Zorro is like, I'm going to cut your electricity. And everyone's like, that's not how that works. He's like, I'm going to do
I'm gonna do it.
Dude, we cut to Sanji and Chopper just laying down on the docks, like singed and beaten.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is such a fucking mood. This is such
Yeah.
like a feeling. I would watch a whole show that's just Sanji and Chopper just trying to get by.
I really enjoy. Yes, I would also do that. I appreciated Sanji's just like he's all butthurt about Wetton going into the rainbow mist.
Yeah.
And it's not because he's like upset that it's happening. He's just like, oh, I just like Luffy and them might beat him up before I get to beat him up.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I want like a True Detective style show with Chopper and Sanji.
That'd be fun.
They have fun together. Like as long as Sanji's not near women, he's great.
He's very good. We get inside the rainbow mist and Wetton's like monologuing and stuff, and he's just talking about. I thought it was funny. He's like, I really like my day job. I don't like to freelance anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I like being a mayor. I don't want to be a pirate anymore.
Yeah.
Being a mayor is easy.
It's like people just give you their money and you don't have to do anything. Luffy crashes into him because he does his like thing where he's just bouncing all over the goddamn place.
He's just mad at him for having a regular 9-to-5 job.
Robin unplugs Lake, and Zoro's just like, well, that was no fun.
Yep. Zoro's very mad that he didn't get to cut electricity in half.
Luffy says the thing. We
What?
cut back to Luffy and Wetton
Yep.
after that, right?
He says,
He says, I'm going to be king of the pirates.
I'm going to be king of the
pirates.
And then Wetton, what does he do? He blows up the tower.
What a dick.
He leaves the kids and his own children behind and destabilizes the rainbow mist with the explosion, killing the little bicycle conveyor belt man along with it.
Just ruthless.
Ruthless.
Probably a lot of people died here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Then what happens?
They're like in there and they're like, oh, it's the setting sun. I guess Wetton just abandoned us all here.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, like I think Luffy and Rapa Nui are back with them at that point.
Yes, they had just like swam up to the boat.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, that's how we got out last time. We just followed the light. So they start rowing and they're like, oh, hey, all you other guys, let's all get out together. So they all work together. They go in circles for a little bit.
Yep.
And then the oars break. So Rapa Nui jumps out of the ship and he's like, I'm going to go blow up the marine ship and that'll give us some wind.
Yeah. And then everyone's like, wait, Rapa Nui. And Henzo's like, no. And then the rest of the pumpkin pirates jump in the water. And they're like, we're not going to leave our captain behind. We'll find you again, Henzo. So then they blow up their ship. And then it launches the Going Merry into the fucking light of the rainbow mist sun, whatever.
Yeah. And I think that portal closes. And then another one opens up above the island while Sanji and Chopper are kicking the shit out of Wetton.
Yes. And at this point, I was wondering, is this is Skypiea, right?
Because the sky's a peeing.
The sky's a peeing them out, right?
Hey, the sky's a peeing.
Hey, it's me,
Sanji.
What's
Look-
that over there? This guy's peeing.
I wish it was Nami peeing. My name's Sanji. I like water sports. What do you think Sanji's limit is?
Limit?
Yeah, I think it's poop.
Unlike sexual stuff?
No, I bet he let Nami poop on him.
Yeah. He eats ass. It's fine. He was the chef.
Dude,
The
he
hu-
goes to town on it.
You're missing the obvious answer.
I think
What?
Pete Davidson should play Sanji.
No, well, yes. His hard limit is food play. You're wasting food, guys.
Oh, food, of
Oh,
course. Food play.
yeah, yeah.
Ah!
But I think he'd be into those videos of like women just like shoving food, like just
like
eating a shit ton
the
of food.
mukbang?
Yeah, he'd be
Mukbang
like,
videos?
Yeah, enjoy that food, savor it.
Yeah, like his YouTube like history is just mukbang videos and like recipes.
Yeah.
Just binging with Babish and mukbangs. Oh, Pippa. Pippa's getting it over there. Listen to Pippa go. Anyway, sorry, that was weird, everyone. The wet mansion gets sucked into the portal they came out. Which is very strange. I don't know. Whatever. It's filler. But like the ship comes flying out of the sky. It's peeing out of the sky, and then the sky's just like, oh, reverse pee, and they suck up just the mansion, nothing else.
Yeah. I thought the Going Merry was gonna like land and just be totally fine, but it fucking just
it gets fucked
collapses in on itself, and like Usopp is just like, my ship. Oh god.
Wet mansion gets sucked in, and then who's waiting for the Straw Hats down at the harbor? The fucking Marines.
Oh, I sure hope they're friendly. Huh.
And it's Major Pasqua,
AKA
Old Man Rapa Nui.
He takes off his glasses, and finally we can see.
And
he was beautiful the whole time.
He smiles, and he looks so fucked up.
Yeah.
He looks so scary.
He looks like a good cartoon depiction of a professional wrestler when they get old. Like when they hit 40.
I wrote it. I was just like, his face is all scrunched up, and so
Cody Rhodes would play.
Yes, he would. He absolutely would.
Give Cody Rhodes like 15 more years, and he's gonna look like this.
And then it's revealed that the rest of the Marines with him are the rest of the Pumpkin Pirates.
Yeah, crazy.
All the Pumpkin Pirates, including Henzo, are now old people together. But they don't take Henzo with them.
No.
They're like, see you later, Henzo. Which I think is very funny.
He goes on a whole spiel, like, you know, how he's got to take Wetton and his children in. And then he's like, I got to take the Straw Hats in too. But, oh no, what's this? Do you have the line?
No.
Oh, you're just yawning.
I just wrote, oh no, I can't do two things at once.
Yeah. And he's like, God damn it. He's like, whoa.
He does shout that very loud.
It's very good. So they take it. We find out that Rapa Nui wrote the Rainbow Mist books that Robin was reading.
Yes.
And where is the 10th one? Alabasta Library. Igaram is like, I've only got the 10th one. Where the fuck are the rest of them?
He was the one who wrote the books.
So do you think he knew that the Straw Hats would one day do that if he read that book? Do you think he just read it and he was just like, what the fuck?
Who?
Igaram.
Igaram? Well,
because he was reading that book, so like you'd think that he'd be like, how the fuck did they end up in this book?
Or do you think, okay, so here's a weird fucked up thing. Do you think, not fucked up, but like, did the Pumpkin Pirates know? They knew they would run into the Straw Hats and Henzo 50 years later.
They did, because it happened to them.
Yeah.
So they had to complete the loop.
So they finished like the getting out of the Rainbow Mist as children, and they were like, oh fuck, now we as grown adults have to spend the next 50 years of our lives leading up to the moment where we help.
Do you think this is the first instance of it? So this is the first instance of the loop, and then the book didn't exist until just now?
Oh, interesting. Well, no, because Robin was reading the book.
Yeah.
This is, oh man.
Yeah. Don't do time travel.
Henry, go see Mom so you can, yeah.
Anyway, Igaram, and then a boat falls on the Going Merry. To be continued.
Oh yeah, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out next week when we watch the next 8 episodes.
Yeah, I was wondering, is that like the Rainbow Mist
Sorry,
graveyard?
I have a fucking cat on one of my arms, so I'm holding a mic. I failed. The next arc you are going to will be Jaya. Jaya is 9 episodes, and it is completely canon.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just watch the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to watch
the
next 9 eps, which are, that would be 43 to 40, or 52, right?
144 to 1 through 152.
Okay.
That's it.
Cool.
53.
53, sorry.
Numbers.
No, 50.
144.
No, because Skypea starts on 153.
Skypea!
Yeah, 152. 152. I had to
152,
count with
yes.
my fingers. I was in remedial math in college.
Hell yeah.
I paid money to not get credit. What a scam.
Yeah, get out of here.
We're going to Jaya.
During these, you didn't notice because you're watching the
Netflix version.
shitty Netflix version, but during the stingers in these, they never showed Robin once. They showed Zorro several times with Robin's music.
Wow.
So it was playing the smooth, sexy jazz, and then it's like, whoop, here's Zorro's face, and you're like, I don't think that's right. Did they like do? Because that's the first time I noticed they like mismatched music with the face.
I'm trying to think particularly if
I
there's
thought it
a
was
reason
funny.
or if it's usually it's they have their like individual stinger music.
Because it's
with
been the
their
same. Like
wanted
Luffy's
poster.
had the same sound. Like sound. I can always tell
No, and
Sanji's too.
they do have their own. Everyone will have their own like stinger intro outro eventually.
But they fucked up Zorro's and just put
Yeah.
Robin's there, or maybe he doesn't.
No,
I don't know what
Zorro-
Zorro sounds like.
Zoro will. They will all have. Usopp is the one that sticks out to me. Are you guys ready for the game?
The game, the return of the game.
I would
Doing the-
really.
oh yeah, I was thinking about how we hadn't done that in a while.
People keep asking for the game, and it's returning tonight.
People have asked for the game.
The game.
I would like to thank friend of the show Casey for the idea for this specific episode of the game. Am I allowed to post the game in Poop Deck General?
Should we do like a? We should probably do its own thing. We'll do Poop Deck General, and then we'll make a new channel that's only you can post in.
I'm just gonna make it right now. I'm just gonna
Alright.
call the channel name the game.
The historian is
Yeah,
now
and it's
making
the
a new channel.
Historian's channel.
In the
Nobody else is
Discord.
allowed. If
In-
you try to post there, it'll say no.
In the Discord.
Why did you send me? What is this picture of Chopper you sent me half an hour ago? He's a cute
Yeah.
little boy. It's got a little heart that says "Shut up."
Hey everyone, we've been talking for an hour and 26 minutes, and we're currently recording on Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
everybody.
Valentine's Day, everyone.
Valentine's
Hey,
Day.
if you're listening to this right now, you're our Valentine.
You're our Valentine.
Okay, so
We
I
love
created
you.
the channel for the
We're
game.
in love with
Mike,
you.
you have
are
to
deeply in love with you.
edit the permissions.
Okay.
But the photo is now in there.
It's in the
Okay, it's
Discord.
What? What? Okay, it's just a bare ass naked Luffy. This looks like this isn't from the this looks fake.
This
This looks like an edit, like so he had pants on and then somebody
Alright.
redrew over the
Alright,
image.
so
is this
everyone-
real?
Everyone, we are currently looking at it looks like Luffy is trapped in some sort of jail, and he's butt ass naked with a bunch of bandages on his legs
what's
and
on
his
his
chest. And it looks like he has some sort of like bandage, but with also like a jewelry thing around his left arm.
And there's a
He's-
bunch of fucked up looking women on
There's
the outside.
a bunch of fucked up looking women on the outside of the prison looking in on a naked Luffy.
They all look like they're from different style anime.
Yeah, they do. It's very strange. It looks like a weird fucked
Whoa,
up
hold
children
on.
book.
What's going on with
Children's
this
book.
middle one? It's just I see a very wide person with like a belly button and two big bazoingas.
That's like one just big person right there.
Okay.
All right.
Is this?
That's just boobs.
Are these like a bunch of women who have never seen a penis before and they're like, what the fuck is going on with this thing?
All right. We have to guess.
Or does Luffy get put like, does his bounty go up because he becomes a sex offender?
You were so almost very spot on with your first guess.
I mean, like I can see there being like, oh yeah, it's an island of all women and Sanji dies.
And they're like, who's that? And
But what's-
Luffy's naked.
What's the episode number?
Oh Jesus, this is later. This looks like shit. This entire picture looks like shit to me. Like everything, it looks fake.
What's the number, Mike?
God, it's got to be like a late filler, right?
I'm going to say episode 7.
I was gonna go into the 700s too. I'm gonna say 869.
That was another number I was thinking about.
869.
Legitimately.
Well, 'cause it's got. I've seen like art of him after the time jump, and his like his hat gets more bulbous and weird.
His hat gets more round.
I
It
don't
does.
like the round hat. It's
Okay,
fucked
so
up.
wait. What were our guesses again?
I said 777.
Okay, and Mike.
869. This isn't what asses do.
No.
This is from episode 409 of One Piece.
409! Just like the soap stuff.
Giddy up. Luffy's
Wow,
ass.
409? That's closer than we could.
That's closer than you
That's
think.
close.
Is
I
that-
mean, we're episode we're in the
I was
140s
gonna
right now.
ask- so-
but, like
so
409.
409 is after the time skip? Or is this pre-time
When the
skip and the
fuck
art
is the
just looks
time
fucked
skip?
up?
I'm not telling you when the time skip
I bet
is.
this is after. He just looks. It looks fucked up.
I don't like it.
What is up with the ass?
It's weird.
He's got.
They gave him the Hank Hill ass.
Yeah, he's got a Hank Hill ass.
It's good. Anyway, everyone, if you join the Discord, should we post it on the Twitter too, or should we just migrate things toward?
Dude, I can't keep up with the Twitter. Listen, we've been depressed. That's why I keep forgetting to post on Twitter. Can't be bothered. We'll
It's okay.
migrate toward Discord.
It's fine. Hey, everyone, we're gonna try
There's
to
like
do
two
both.
of you who follow us on Twitter anyway.
Hey, we got friend of the show who sent us a
Oh yeah, we have mailed it.
we have 3 transponder snail
I
messages.
can't read that much.
I'll read the first one.
Okay.
Which we got. It's quite long, but I got hyped as hell about it. This is from friend of the show, Galaxy, who is now a follower on the Twitter. Anyway, long message, but I think it's worth it. I'm very excited about it. Are you ready? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Message in a bottle. Hello, Matt, Mike, and Historian. I've been listening for about a month, and I'm finally all caught up. I'm doing my own more or less maiden voyage of One Piece, and out of the need to keep thinking of One Piece while I worked and couldn't read, I found your show. I saw the other big one, but this one had much prettier cover art. Shout out to Mike.
Yo.
So I came for that and stayed for the good vibes and the chaos.
Yeah,
I'm
there's lots of that.
I'm a handful of arcs ahead of you, so I've been very happy to laugh at your takes of various events and milestones. Sexy Cowboy Tom Sawyer did not disappoint. I wanted you guys to meet Ace so bad. While also grimacing when you mentioned something, and I am cursed with the knowledge of what is coming. Anyway, since I'm only reading the manga, it's also fun to be told about the filler arcs, discrepancies with the original, and especially what stands out to you guys the most. Well, this must have been a great episode.
Yeah,
Because
this is like
filler.
some fucking crazy shit.
My own tour is only more or less virginal because I watched up to around Warship Island as a kid, then read until the beginning of Skypiea in high school, and now a decade later, I am finally in for the long haul. I'm genuinely having the time of my life and hope that you guys continue to have fun for all the tropes and cliches that it has. One Piece really is a unique experience, and one only gets to read it or watch it for the first time once. This is true. We're doing it.
We're documenting it.
It's no wonder that even though I'm not at all caught up yet, barely closing in on the 500 mark, it's still a joy to listen to someone else also getting into it for the first time. In case you're interested, around the same time I found the podcast, this is good for everyone else who's read the manga.
Yeah.
I found a YouTuber called Alexander.
That's ALECZANDXR.
Who's also reading One Piece for the first time, and at the end of every arc, he does these really cool literary analysis of the themes and progression of the story and characters. It's fantastic to have him in on one ear and you guys in the other to really exacerbate the heartfelt and the goofy in this ridiculous pirate
I
show.
gotta watch this because I bet this guy's way smarter than us.
Oh, 100% smarter than us. In all seriousness, I never write fan mail because I get really self-conscious. You don't need to. Thank you for this wonderful fan mail. But I think this warrants the attempt. So on that note, I wanted to say that firstly, I love the game, for real. If you're still having fun with it, I'd love to continue listening to it. We did it. It's back. Secondly, my favorite segment is definitely the background MVP. Nice, Mike. My favorite bit is 4Kids Sanji. Oh!
Yo, 4Kids Sanji.
Oh, it's me.
You got some of that.
I didn't grow up with 4Kids dubs, so that still knocks the wind out of me. Just like the theme song. Just, I giggle every time. Thanks for all the laughs. You're welcome. The other thing I love was the ska or nah / favorite band type of segments. Just listing every character to answer a random question is so up my alley, it's ridiculous. I'd really love to hear more of that if possible. And I know keeping social media accounts is hell, but if you wanted to make an Instagram, you'd have at least one loyal fan here with the 2 fingers poking towards each other. You've also asked a couple times if you should try to be more beat by beat about what happens in episodes. And personally, I would say yes. I'm really sorry for this episode. It was not so much beat by beat.
No, it's very scattered. Sorry. what
But
happens.
not because it's necessary to know every second. It's more because it's just so fucking funny to me that an epic battle takes place and your summaries are like, Luffy punches a guy a lot and Zoro's in the background like, what the fuck? Peak comedy. Now, for the actual reason why I psyched myself to write this. I made a bingo card for the show. Woo! I finished it today as I caught up, so I'll be ready to mark along starting with the next episode. I laughed a lot collecting these bits, so hope you like it. So happy to have found the show and be along for the ride. I hope you're all feeling better. Many hugs. Galaxy. Any pronouns with a blue heart. Nice. P.S. I'm very bad at remembering faces or differentiating voices, so whenever I listen, you guys are just the collective entity known as Matt and Mike. Heart. PS2. PS2, good system.
It's one of the
Great
best.
console. I couldn't pinpoint why I found Ace so pleasing character design wise until you guys said that he looks like a Kingdom Hearts character. God
You're
damn.
welcome.
PS3. I jumped into reading because why are all of these people sending me messages right now? PS3. I jumped into reading because my brother got overly excited about the manga and read the entire thing in 3 weeks. Save him.
Holy shit.
That is so. Did he breathe? Did he eat food?
To be fair, during peak depression last week, I did read almost all of Chainsaw Man, which doesn't hold a torch. Does not hold a torch to One Piece.
That's fair.
But it was like 100-something chapters in a day and a half.
That's incredible.
You can really. I'm trying to. There was a small span at my work where I was training a woman who I knew was being fired later in the week. So I stopped paying attention to anything she was doing, and I read all of Thriller Bark, which is a later arc. I read that entire thing in a single shift at work.
Oh my god. I have to say that this fucking bingo card that Galaxy has made is so fucking good.
Do you want to mark along and see how we did for bingo this week?
Okay.
Should we?
Yeah.
Did you mark any of it?
I don't have the bingo card. I did try to keep mental tally of things I knew were on the bingo card, which is why I pointed out big dumb stupid idiot.
Okay. So the top row is this villain fucking sucks.
No.
No?
Honestly, listen. Wetton, better villain than most.
Yeah. The historian lays down the law. I don't think that happened.
I don't think you had to.
Luffy dead-eyed pug stare. I don't think we got one of those either.
Oh, you didn't mention that one.
This is a One Piece podcast.
Yeah.
Check it off the list. Zoro does a murder.
No murder.
Dragon Ball reference. There was Dragon Ball references.
Yeah, I did mention Dragon Ball.
Someone dies of laughter. Definitely
That
happened.
happened.
Cat's cameo.
Yes.
Got it.
Tangent goes on for far too long. You can mark that one twice.
Knowing laughter or knowing silence from the historian. I think that did happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a
'Cause I-
bingo.
Yeah.
That whole row, bingo. Then there's a bunch of other ones.
Matt and Mike have opposite takes whenever I shit on Zoro.
Yeah. It's good. It's all very, very good. I'm gonna reach out to you, Galaxy. Thank you so much for the fan mail. And if you are cool with it, we will post this beautiful bingo card, giving you credit, of course, on the Discord. Should we put it in the Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord. Heck yeah. I think
To
that'd be
follow
great.
along.
Thank you so much. You are wonderful. Friend of the
Yes.
show.
Oh my goodness.
We
Beautiful.
got
Beautiful,
two
beautiful.
more.
I'm gonna
Two
start
more
this.
transponders.
Two. All right. Let's see. This next one is checking in.
Scurvy juice.
Scurvy juice. Hey, Matt and Mike and historian. Thought you'd get a laugh out of this conversation between a friend of mine and his son. Keep up the great work and think of sunny days ahead. Sunny is capitalized. Is that?
What does that mean? Is that something?
Is that
That's something.
That's something?
sketch?
What the fuck?
Me too, Mathis. Sorry, buddy. Netflix took off the first 100 episodes or so of One Piece. Mathis. Psh, more like half a piece. 2 crying emojis. This is beautiful.
That's very good. More like half a piece.
I'll read this other one because you just read a shit ton.
That's fine. Nothing wrong with a shit ton.
No, that was signed Scurvy Juice. Thank you, Scurvy Juice. Always a pleasure. Thank you for checking in. We're both trucking with it.
Half a piece.
Half a piece. I just start saying when somebody really sucks. Hey, Matt, Mike.
Three-sword style.
Sorry. 4-sword style. This one's from friend of the show, Casey. Hey, Matt and Mike. I wanted to send you guys a picture of the chocolate container I got. That's the gum fruit because it's super cool.
Oh, I was wondering which one you ended up getting.
It also is this like. Okay. Also, it kills me just how close you two are with some of your predictions. I'm not going to say which ones. It makes my commutes to work interesting as I talk back to nobody. Like the historian said, Zenny, like other characters that show up once, often are just chilling around in the One Piece verse, and to be honest, I forgot a lot of them since I'm so far ahead at this point. Smiling, laughing, sweat drop emoji. I'm curious at what your reactions are going to be going into these next few smaller arcs leading up to Skypiea.
Yeah.
That's how you spell it. Because I think a lot of it sets up for arcs/characters that come much later on. There should also be more Henry content. He sounds like a good boy. Signing off, this was a One Piece email. Casey. And there are some images. So this is like a little plastic.
So it was full of like little chocolate candies. Casey had shown it to me, friend of the show, Casey. However, online there were two of them. It was the gum gum fruit and the flame fruit. But you couldn't pick which one you got. It was random, and even if you ordered two, you could not be guaranteed that you would get the same thing. However, the container of chocolates are reasonable, like $17. However, shipping more than $20 unless you ordered more than $200 worth of product. So I did not pull that trigger.
Whoa.
Historian.
Yeah.
If you had to...
Thank you.
No, I was going to ask something awful. What are you saying? Mute it.
Thank you, everyone, for... Oh, my God. Stop it. Thank you, everyone, for your messages and your fucking... your wonderful words and your transponder snails. Historian, can you confirm you did not know Casey at all before we started this podcast?
No.
And it's because of this podcast that
I now have a new friend.
you have a new friend via the internet that you've never met in person.
No.
That's very exciting.
But I talk to this person just about every single day.
Hell yeah.
Really? And this person lives like an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
I was joking with Matt. I was like, who knows if I will ever meet this person. Probably, I'm sure someday in passing, like an unplanned event. But until then, it's good. It's just that screenshot from that one episode of SpongeBob where he loses SpongeBob in a game of poker. And it's just them across the street from each other. But it's me and Casey on Discord.
I can.
This
I was-
kitchen's not the same without you.
It's just me and Casey sharing shit that you guys say on the podcast in frustration.
It's just a grill. It's just a greasy stove without you. That's a great little musical number.
Beautiful.
If anyone else wants to chat with a historian about One Piece,
Please,
Join the Discord.
please be my friend.
join
Yeah.
the Discord.
Please.
Yeah, the historian would like some internet friends to talk about One Piece. Because Mike and I
Don't know anything.
we
We,
don't
know
know-
everything
we-
apparently, but not.
we know everything up until now, and we're making predictions, but we can't have actual conversations about One Piece
No.
because everybody else is 900 episodes ahead of us.
Sorry, guys.
Well, friend of the show Casey was asking me about Dragon Ball stuff, just saying like, I just remember this scary green man who sucked somebody dry, and I was like, oh, Cell.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
And then I was talking to them about Cell.
yeah.
So
And then there's a nice stretchy green man
there is
named Piccolo.
Mr. Piccolo.
Mr. Piccolo.
Mr. Piccolo.
Anyway, thank you all so much for listening. It's
A Dragon Ball podcast.
Sure. Hey everyone, if you want us to do a
We
Dragon
only
Ball
talk
podcast,
about Piccolo.
we only talk
No.
about Piccolo and what a great dad he is.
Such a good dad. All right, how many good dads are there in One Piece? I don't think I've
You are
Has there-
going to get
Redfoot Zeph.
so many good dads.
So many good dads.
So many not biological good dads.
You know who's a good dad? Daddy the father.
Daddy, he imposes some weird roles for his daughter. Like he seems like he would take her to one of those purity dance.
So there's
things.
a lot of Pedro Pascals coming up.
You know who's a good
yes.
dad? Kaya's dad. Just kidding. No, he's not. He sucks. He died. And also he hired Claudor. You know who's a great dad? Not Yasop.
Yasop is arguably one of the.
He at least was like,
Not-
man, if I was a more
Yeah.
present father, I would ruin this kid.
You know who's a great dad? You know who are both great dads? Dr. Grandpa and Genzo. The two of them are
Genzo's a
great
good dad.
dads.
Dr. Herelook.
Dr. Herelook, great dad.
Well, I'm trying to.
That's
I
a
don't
good.
think there's
That's a
any.
good bit.
I don't think there's any good dads in the next immediate arc in Jaya you are going into, but there is like more than a handful of good father figures off the top of my head I can think of coming in later in the series.
Good dad.
Is not Doctor. Is Dr. Whitebeard, Captain Whitebeard? Is he a good dad?
He is like one of the ultimate dads.
Because I feel
He
like if
is.
Ace is like, I would fucking do anything for Whitebeard.
Mm.
then,
I
like,
don't think it's a spoiler. Like he is such a good dad figure. He like most of his pirates he refers to as his sons.
He just
So-
shows up, my boys.
Yeah, basically.
Good dad. Toto. He's a good dad. Bad son, Koza. Bad dad,
Bad dad.
Cobra.
Bad dad. Helmeppo's dad.
Helmeppo's dad,
Helmeppo's dad.
Captain Morgan.
Okay, but
bad dad.
Cobra's a good dad, bad king. Except no,
Except-
I take it
no,
back.
he's
No,
a
I take it
bad
back. Take
dad.
it back. He did peek on his
He
daughter.
peeks on his daughter in the bath.
Bad
dad.
Bad dad.
This is a fun.
forgot
this is a
about that.
fun game. Good dad, bad dad.
Yeah, there just needs to be more.
If you want some more good dad, bad dad content, send us in a list of some characters.
Goku, bad
oh.
dad. What?
Fun game going into your next, or not a fun game, just something I want you guys to think about. So going into the next arc into Jaya,
Yes.
there are two characters who are going to be brought back later in the series, one in a very, very large way compared to the other. I want you to see if you can predict who the two characters are.
Two characters going to be brought back in a large way.
One of them much larger than the other, but still two characters who will make a return.
Okay. Interesting.
At least two.
It's Big Bro Johnny and Yasuko.
I hope we see Ace soon.
I hope we see. We're not going to see Ace for like 100 episodes.
You think so?
Probably. Why would we?
I don't know. It was like weird.
Why would we?
Well, they set up like Ace and Blackbeard.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they
like,
set
I'm
up.
just waiting for that to
They
happen.
set up fucking Buggy and Elvita, and they're gone. They've
But
been
that
gone
was
for
filler.
80 episodes.
That was filler.
But they're gonna come back.
Yeah.
They set up fucking
They're gonna
Bon Clay. Bon Clay just like took
Bon
the
Clay's
fuck off.
Totally gonna come. Yeah.
Anyway, hey everyone, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for supporting.
Buggy comes back and he's like, "I'm gonna be king of the pirates."
Yeah. Check us out. Join the Discord. We can chat on the Discord and share fun memes and stuff. It'll be a great time. We'll have a good time. But make sure it's only by Jaya. If it's anything after, put it in the spoiler channel.
We're not allowed in there.
We're not allowed
If you
in
see
there.
us in there, you yell at us.
Say, get out of here. We're not supposed to be in here,
Don't-
you dumb idiots.
Don't even look at us. Or you do look at us angrily.
Yeah. But we love you all. And we appreciate you. And happy Valentine's Day, Valentines. That's
Happy
who you are.
Valentine's Day. Let's
You're-
do like an angelic.
That was so nice.
Some Michael Bublé shit.
Bubbly's up in
Who
here.
would Michael Bublé play in One Piece?
On Clay. I don't know.
No, you'd have to be like locked in a casket or something. You're not allowed to show Michael Bublé's face on camera.
Yeah, maybe.
Michael Bublé is a lich. Did you know that?
Michael Bublé's a lich. Bye.